All ready for 2 more stories? We all like to receive gifts, don't we? At Christmas time, birthday time, any time. But did you know the Bible says it is more blessed to give than to receive? This story is all about giving, and it is called the Sacrificial Gift. Johnny and Brenda lived in a little humble cottage at the edge of town, at the foot of Gaylord Hill. On top of Gaylord Hill, overlooking the countryside for miles around, was the Gaylord Mansion, where Mr. Gaylord lived all alone, except for his servants. It is Monday morning, and Johnny and Brenda sit looking out the window at the great mansion on the hill, as Brenda says,
$1,000. Mr. Gaylord could give that money and never miss it.
I wonder how rich he is.
Well, they say he's worth more than $1 million.
Then why doesn't he give more money in the offering at church?
He doesn't come very often anyway.
But when he comes, he never gives much. I sat by him the last time he came, and he only put a quarter in the plate. Imagine, a quarter, and he's worth $1 million.
Do you think that missionary who spoke in our church yesterday will get the $1,000 he needs to go to the mission field, Mother?
I certainly hope so. If everyone would give as they are able, he would soon have his $1,000.
Johnny, open the door and let Sandy come in.
Okay. Come on, old boy.
Sandy, where have you been? Out chasing those nice little rabbits in the woods, I'll bet. You know, I just wish that Mr. Gaylord had been in church yesterday to hear that missionary preach. Somehow, Mr. Gaylord always misses the sermons on giving.
When the missionary talked about sacrificial giving, I thought of Mr. Gaylord. I'll bet he's never given a sacrificial gift in all his life.
Remember the missionary spoke about giving till it hurts? I'll bet just the thought of giving hurts Mr. Gaylord, even before he gives a dime.
Now, wait a minute, you two, just a minute. Why are you roasting poor old Mr. Gaylord like this? Maybe he doesn't give until it hurts, like the missionary said. Maybe he's never given a sacrificial gift in all his life. But then, why look at only Mr. Gaylord? Have either one of you ever given a sacrificial gift? Do you ever give until it hurts? Well?
But it's different with us.
How?
We don't have anything to give, except a few pennies now and then.
But have you ever made a sacrifice for the Lord?
No, but I don't have anything the Lord could possibly want.
Me either. We're the poorest people in the whole church. We've got nothing to sacrifice, or we would.
Sure we would. If the Lord wants anything I've got, he can have it.
You feel pretty safe saying that, don't you? Because you don't think you have anything the Lord wants.
No, I really mean it. If I have anything the Lord wants, I'll give it. I want to see that missionary get the $1,000 he needs to get out to the field.
Be careful. If you make a vow to the Lord expects you to keep it.
Come on, Betty. Let's get a stick and go out in the yard and play with Sandy.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, boy? Well, come on, let's go. Ooh, I'm tired from running. Let's sit and rest a while.
Me too. Hey, look who's coming down the road. It's Mr. Gaylord.
Probably going to the bank to count his money.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he's coming this way. Wonder what he wants.
Hello, Johnny. Hello there, Brenda.
Hello.
Hi.
That's sure a mighty pretty dog you have there. What's his name?
Sandy.
He's a beauty. Tell me, is he a good watchdog?
The best.
You know, last night I heard someone prowling around my house. I've been thinking I ought to buy a good watchdog. That fella looks pretty intelligent. How would you like to sell him?
Sell Sandy?
I'll give you $10 for him.
$10?
All right, I'll make it 15.
But...
All right. When I want something, I want it. I'll give you 20.
$20 is a lot of money, but...
Then 25. Now, that's my limit, though. I'll pay you 25, but that's all.
I wouldn't sacrifice Sandy for even a...
Wait a minute, Brenda. What did you say about sacrifice? Remember what you said just a few minutes ago?
You mean... Yes, but I didn't mean Sandy. I'd sacrifice anything, but not Sandy. It would hurt worse than a toothache to give up Sandy.
No, we don't want to sell Sandy, Mr. Gaylord. Not at any price.
Well, you know best, but I'll give you $25 if you decide to sell him. Now, if you change your mind, you bring him on up to my house here.
What should we do, Mother? What should we do?
Well, Sandy belongs to you and Johnny. You'll have to decide. But I warned you not to make a vow of sacrifice to the Lord unless you intended to keep it. You were criticizing Mr. Gaylord for not making a sacrificial gift to the Lord. Now the Lord has used Mr. Gaylord to make it possible for you to make a sacrificial gift. What are you going to do?
Johnny, what do we do?
I guess there's nothing to do but take Sandy to Mr. Gaylord.
It's the hardest bargain I ever made.
Remember, the Lord loveth a cheerful giver, so you must be cheerful about the sacrifice. Your sacrifice is going to make it possible for the missionary to get out to the field.
I'll try to be cheerful. Honest, I will.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gaylord.
Hello there, Mrs. Brown.
Hello, Sandy boy.
Are Johnny and Brenda here?
No, they went to the church to give the pastor the $25 you gave them for Sandy.
Well, when they brought the dog up to the house, they seemed so unhappy about the deal that, the more I thought about it, the worse I felt. So I came down to ask you why they sold me the dog when they didn't want to do it.
They're trying to help a missionary get out to the field. It takes $1,000, and they promised the Lord that if he would show them how they could sacrifice to send the missionary, they would do it. Then you offered them $25 for the dog, and they felt they had to sell him.
So that's it. You know, I've lived a long time, but I've never seen such a sacrificial spirit. Why, that dog meant all the world to these children. Yet they're willing to give him up for the Lord. Makes me feel ashamed. I've never given a sacrificial gift in all my life. $1,000, huh? Mrs. Brown, I'm going to go to the pastor and give him the $1,000 myself. Why, if those children can give 25, I can surely give 1,000.
Mr. Gaylord, I don't know what to say.
And I'm going to give the dog back to the children.
But that would take away the sacrificial gift they made. Perhaps a little later, there would be some way they could work for you and earn the dog.
You're right, Mrs. Brown, you're right. You know, this is the most powerful sermon I've ever had preached to me, and I'm not going to ignore it. From now on, I'm going to start giving the way these children have taught me to give.